Hi dear Cancers, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about the transits for the month of October. This month is awesome because we have two eclipses in October, and this is exciting because eclipses bring changes, big changes. They're like 10 full moons or new moons in one. Yeah, so they're very prominent. And we get only about 4 to 6 eclipses each year. Yeah, so this is like the eclipse season. And so let's see. October is the Libra season. Okay, most of October the sun is in Libra, and for you, dear Cancers, this is your fourth house, and fourth house is a very Cancer house. So you feel comfortable, like you feel at home in October, like if that makes sense. Because fourth house is your like home, your family, your emotional foundations, and you feel very comfortable with those energies. And so on October 4th, Mercury enters Libra for 18 days. If you remember, Mercury spent ages in Virgo. It entered Virgo on July 28th, and because of the retrograde, it spent like slightly more than 2 months in Virgo. And for you, Cancers, that was your third house. So you might have experienced a lot of confusion, forgetting things, getting lost. Yeah, for me, that's how I experienced that Mercury retrograde. And now the good news is that when Mercury enters Libra, your fourth house, it's out of the shadow zone. Mercury is in good shape, so no more confusion, no more getting lost, no more forgetting important things. Okay, and this is great. And since this is your fourth house, so and in Libra, so it can be like a time for diplomatic communication, reaching agreements. It should be easier to reach those agreements. And yeah, like regarding family matters, like you can have those conversations and stuff. And this is Mercury in Libra transit is important because it's going to be close to the solar eclipse in Libra. It's going to be only like 4 degrees away, which is really close actually. And so Mercury is the messenger, and so this Mercury in Libra can bring some sort of important message regarding your family, and some sort of news. Not necessarily bad, it's just might be actually some really great news. So if you are expecting those, yeah, it will finally arrive in October. And then on October 6th, we have the last quarter moon in Cancer. Why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because this marks the beginning of a week where not much happens. So the days from October 6th to October 10th, use that time to recharge your batteries because not much happens. The moon is getting smaller and smaller day by day during that week. It's getting ready to disappear for the eclipse. So this is like the calm before the storm. And by storm I mean the eclipse. It's not something bad. It's just use this calm energy to recharge your batteries because eclipses are very energetically draining, because we'll all be dealing with some sort of like changes. Everyone will be dealing with that. So, and we will be like adjusting to those changes. And so yeah, October 6th to like October 10th, be ready. Use that time to wrap things up that started with the new moon in Virgo in September. Okay, and get prepare things for the solar eclipse in Libra. Yeah, recharge your batteries. And then on October 8th, Venus enters Virgo. And again, Venus is finally changing signs. If you remember, Venus spent ages in Leo. Not that it was bad, but still, like some sort of like change is good, right? Especially in relationships, because Venus rules relationships. And so when Venus enters Virgo, it means it's leaving the shadow zone of retrograde, and this is excellent news because both of the eclipses in October are Venus ruled. Solar eclipse in Libra, Venus ruled sign. Lunar eclipse in Taurus, again another Venus ruled sign. So yeah, this is good news that Venus is in good shape. Otherwise, imagine having all those eclipses while Venus was in like shadow zone or retrograde, we would get like tons of karmic stuff. But now that it's direct and in good shape, it won't be like karmically bad. And then what else? So for Cancers, Virgo is your third house. And wherever Venus is, it brings that pleasant energy. And so relationship with siblings will be more diplomatic, more pleasant. What else? Short distance travel to a nice place, because third house is short distance travel and Venus is beauty, so you might visit a beautiful city that you like. What else? Communication. You will be more charming in communication. Venus brings charm, more diplomatic. I'm not saying that you're not charming normally. Like Cancers are charming people. It's just what I mean is that you guys will be extra charming. Like you might want to talk about love more and stuff. Yeah, and what else? On October 10th, Pluto turns direct on the 27th degree of Capricorn. Cancers, this is your 7th house. So if you remember, Pluto has been retrograde since late April, and now it's turning direct in your relationship house. Cancers, those of you who were born like around July 18th, yeah, you guys are gonna feel this direct motion. And another reason why I'm mentioning this is that when Pluto turns direct, it means that only 4 planets will be retrograde. If you remember, in August we had 6 planets in retrograde. It felt like slow-mo, okay? And 2 of those retrograde planets were personal planets, so we felt it in our daily lives, like daily life was disrupted. But now, when Pluto turns direct, only 4 outer planets will be retrograde, so we'll barely feel them. Like, it doesn't mean we don't feel them. We do feel them. It's just they're not like as noticeable, okay? And so, what else? On October 12th, Mars is going to enter Scorpio until November 25th. Mars is strong in Scorpio, and wherever Mars is, it tends to activate that house. It brings more energy. So for Cancers, Scorpio, that is your 5th house. So your hobbies are going to get more attention from you, because you will have energy to dedicate to your hobbies, to your creative projects. Maybe you'll be more active with your children, because 5th house rules children. What else? Children, I said romance also. Yeah, like you might be more flirtatious with that Mars in Scorpio energy. Mars can also make you a little bit more argumentative, so do be aware, I guess. Yeah, you might argue with your like a romantic partner. But that's not necessarily what happens. Okay, I'm just saying be aware. What else? On October 14th, Mars. No, we have solar eclipse on the 21st degree of Libra, and for you, dear Cancers, that is your 4th house. So, 4th house is a place where you live at. So this new moon solar eclipse can mean that you might move, because this is happening on the south node. So south node is like something that is like leaving behind. North node is where we're like heading towards, like in uncharted territory, while south node is where we have accumulated karma, not necessarily bad karma, but still. So like leaving something, and so maybe you might leave the house you live at and move somewhere else. That is possible. Or something regarding your family, some news, something big. Now, do you remember what happened to you around October 14th in 2004? Because that's when we had this exact eclipse in your 4th house. So it's useful to remember, to try to remember what happened then, because similar themes will be triggered, but obviously the circumstances will be different. And what else? if you are old enough to remember, because like for me personally, I was only 11 years old, so I don't remember much what happened then. But yeah, you might be like, oh, how can I remember? But like when you do sit down and try to remember, it provides good insight, okay? And you can expect similar things to happen around this time. I'm going to make a separate video for this eclipse, okay? So don't forget to check that out. On October 22nd, Mercury enters Scorpio until November 11th. So again, only for a short period, only like 3 weeks. It's gonna sprint through Scorpio. When Mercury is in Scorpio, we are not like chatty. We don't like small talk because Scorpio doesn't like wasting time on like unimportant conversations. And so, and for you, Cancers, that is your fifth house. So this can be a good time to have like a deep conversation with your romantic partner, or maybe have an important conversation, discussion regarding your creative project, maybe an important conversation with your children. Because if you really think about it, remember I said Mercury is going to be close to the solar eclipse, so it's going to bring that eclipse energy into your fifth house of romance, if that makes sense. Yeah, so as you can see, the shift is the focus is slowly shifting from your fourth house to fifth house. On October 23rd, the Sun is going to enter Scorpio again, so it's going to join Mars, Mercury. Okay, so now you have like 3 planets, and then on October 28th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 5th degree of Taurus. So for you Cancers, that means your 11th house of friendships and your 5th house of romance are gonna be lit up. Yeah, lunar eclipse is when, like, think of it this way, like 10 full moons in one. That's a lot of energy. That's like very powerful. And so you can expect some sort of like culmination, illumination, okay, around this time. So maybe something important happening in your friend's life. Maybe your friend is getting married or something, your best friend. Or maybe your best friend is, I don't know, buying a house or some major milestone regarding your friend. Or maybe you will decide not to be friends with some person anymore because full moon is like culmination. Yeah, so as you can see, there are many ways this eclipse can manifest, I guess. And the good thing about this lunar eclipse is that it happens on the north node, and this is the last eclipse happening on the Taurus and Scorpio axis. Yeah, this is not going to happen for the next 9 years. So this means you will have some sort of like karmic reward regarding your friendships and your romance. Yeah, you can expect some karmic reward. And again, I'm going to make a separate video for this lunar eclipse, so please check that out. And so, yeah, dear Cancers, this is it for October. As I said, most of October the sun is in Libra. That means in October mostly you are focused on family matters, your house matters. Yes, this might be the month when you move, okay? If you moved in September, that's also possible because the eclipse energy can manifest like a month in advance. Or if you don't move in October, you might move in November because it can manifest like a month after the solar eclipse, okay? And what else? And then towards the end of October, the focus is slowly gonna shift towards your romance. Yeah. So, or creative projects. You might have more time to dedicate towards your creative projects. And what I wanted to mention is eclipse month very hectic. Your routine might be turned upside down, but don't feel frustrated. This is temporary. It's just everyone is experiencing the eclipses somewhere in their charts, and eclipses bring changes, so it's look at it as a time of adjustment. You can expect the dust to settle down sometime in November. I would say towards the end of November. Okay. And if you are aware, it's good. And do keep in mind that the period from October 14th until like October 28th is not a good time to make major decisions, because it's like the uh, eclipse corridor. That's what it's referred to. Yeah, you can expect the energy to be intense, not in a bad way. It's just you will be more intense, like everyone will be. It will be harder to relax, so try to consciously remember to relax around this time, and keep in mind that this is temporary. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and found this informative. If you did, please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my November video. Okay, thank you for watching.